Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. A warm welcome to meeting number 36 of the Gabby's Online Advanced Toastmasters Club. I am Mamta Jain, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. As your Sergeant at Arms, it is my duty to highlight a few key points before we begin today's meeting. Our meeting is scheduled for 2 hours. I encourage everyone to stay on for the entire duration to gain the maximum benefit from the session and support all our speakers. Please keep your videos on throughout the meeting. It helps create a more engaging and connected environment. Keep your microphone on mute unless you are called upon to speak. This ensures a smooth and distraction-free experience for everyone. While Toastmaster International doesn't restrict topics like sex, religion, or politics, at the Gabby's Online Advanced Toastmasters Club, we request all speakers and role takers to remain mindful and responsible. Please avoid expressing any controversial views on these sensitive subjects, keeping our environment respectful and inclusive. And before we move on, let's remind ourselves of the club mission, which is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Now, it is my pleasure to hand over the stage to our presiding officer. But before that, let me briefly introduce today's presiding officer. Toastmaster Renu Kaushal is a certified soft skills and post trainer and an inspiring image consultant, a triple crown winner, and path breaker. Renu is deeply passionate about connecting with people, understanding their stories, and empowering them to grow throughout meaningful conversations. Over to you, Toastmaster Renu Kaushal.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, Mamta, for that warm introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Let's give a huge round of applause to our Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Mamta Jain for that wonderful start and timely start to the meeting. As the presiding officer for today's meeting, I now declare the Gabby's Online Advanced Toastmaster meeting number 36 officially open. It is my pleasure to welcome all the guests here, the visiting Toastmasters, the Toastmasters. We are glad to have you here, and I hope you all enjoyed this inspiring energy, the uplifting atmosphere, and the learning spirit that makes our meetings unique. Now, for the benefit of the guests who are joining the Toastmaster meeting for the first time, let me share a quick introduction about Toastmasters community. Dear guests, it is a 100-plus-year-old community which was started by Dr. Rahul S, which is united by one common mission, and that is empowering people to become confident communicators and leaders. Here at the Gabby's Online Advanced Toastmasters, we keep this spirit alive, and our meetings, believe me, are a safe learning space where we speak, we listen, and we give feedback, and most importantly, we all grow together. Dear guests, before we delve into today's meeting, I'm absolutely thrilled to celebrate some incredible achievements. We have today here with us DTM Saurav Datta. DTM Saurav Datta is the president of our sister club, the Gabbies, and he has once again made us immensely proud by winning both the International Speech Contest and the Evaluation Contest at Area B1 District 92, which was held on 14th March. This is truly a proud moment for the Gabbies. Heartiest congratulations, DTM Saurabh. Can we have a word from you, please?
Thank you so much, Renu. Yeah, I'm actually very humbled about this whole thing. I'm not saying this because this should sound like a victory speech, but I'm saying this, something from my heart. I'll tell you what is spectacular about the Gabbies that a lot of people here know. Some of us know, some of us do not know, a lot of us don't know. So the Gabby started in 2020, and this is 2026. I think we are one of the very few clubs in this entire world. So there are 16,000 clubs in the world, but I can claim that we are probably one of the very few clubs which has consistently had at least one contestant up to at the district level every single year. That is a huge feat because winning at the area level, then at the division level, then up to going up to the district level, that's number one. Number two, what is even more brilliant is that this has not been one single individual. Every year there has been someone or the other different, right? So here we have got Smruti Mohanty. So Smruti was the district table topic first runner-up this year, for this program year. So she won the district, table topic first runner-up. She was the district. Last year, I won the evaluation speech district first runner-up. Before that, Apurna Raja from our club has been the table topic champion from our club. So we just took a stock. There are 15 members from the club. 15 members who have competed and won at area, division, and district level from the Gabbies. Now, it is very easy to somehow beg, borrow, or steal a champion from one club and then put him up there as a poster child and keep basking in the glory of that person, right? That's what most teams do, kind of take the shortcut. That works. That works in the short run. In the long run, is totally ineffective. And we have seen a lot of Toastmaster clubs doing that. And something that we have very actively discouraged. We have never bought or brought in champions from outside. We have always groomed them. So apart from me, the other person who contested from this club, the Gabby's Online Advanced Toastmasters Club, is Toastmaster Gauri Agarwal. Now, Gauri's journey is even more spectacular. Same with Smruti. One thing that you probably will be amazed to know, they joined Toastmaster as speech crafters. So basically, we started grooming them from the first word, like what is impromptu speaking, what is prepared speaking, and what is the difference between the two. That was the starting point. And that was just 2 years back or 3 years back. For Smruti, I think 3 years back. For Gauri, I think 2 years back. And in the last 3 years, from a speech crafter who did not know the difference between an impromptu speech and a prepared speech, today they are a district champion. I mean, this journey is something that baffles me. I myself don't understand how is this even possible. Getting 1 or 2 diamonds is good. But the way this is happening, and I think the answer is what Renu and Nancy and the rest of them keep on doing every week, quality meetings. The formula is very simple. Keep on doing quality meetings, quality speeches, quality evaluation. Then you will not have to go around stealing other members from other clubs and saying that, can you come and be my champion in the next contest? Because I don't have members. I don't have good speakers, right? So I look at Team India today, and I think that's what the Gabbies has been doing. Slowly and silently, we have been building from the base so that we don't want Sachin Tendulkar to take us to the podium. We have so many of us here, and that's what really makes me proud. Thank you so much, Renu, and thank you everyone here, because whatever we are doing is because of the support that you guys provide. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for those words, DTM Saurabh. Let's hear it for our Vice President Membership, Gauri Agarwal, and our champion, Saurabh Datta. Once again, a roaring round of applause from everybody, please. Thank you, everyone. So let me continue with this celebration, and on the behalf of Gabby's family, I further extend a warm welcome to our newest member, Toastmaster Kritika. Is Kritika in the meeting room? No. Okay. Let's give a big round of applause to our newest member, Kritika, in absentia, please. That takes me down to another friendly reminder to all our club members. The renewal season has arrived. So let's not pause our journey here. Let's continue with the journey of our growth and confidence. Please get in touch with our VP membership, Toastmaster Gauri Agarwal, for all the payment details. Who knows, you could be the next champion in our Gabbies. Now it's time to connect with some guests who are present in the meeting. I see Devshri. Devshri,
Yeah,
yeah. Are you
I-
are you a guest or a Toastmaster?
Yes, yeah, first time I'm joining Toastmaster.
Okay. Can you tell us from where you are joining? How did you get to hear about us?
Yes, I'm Devshri. I'm from Chennai. I come to know about Toastmasters from websites. Okay, so I
Okay,
joined here to improve my public speaking skills.
right. Well, you're welcome to the meeting. I urge you to stay back till the end of the meeting. I
Yeah,
hope you will have lots of learning.
yeah, thank you.
Uh, I see Kanchan Chaudhary on my screen. Please, Mr. Are you a Toastmaster or a guest? Kanchan? Kanchan,
I'm a guest here. I've been invited by it's Mr. Sunny Nagpal, so I'm a guest.
okay. So, great, great. So, from where are you joining, Kanchan?
I'm from Noida.
Oh, great. Welcome. Please stay till the end of the meeting. Hope it will be an enriching one for you.
Thank you.
Anand Ramachandran, can we hear from you, please? Can we have you on camera, please?
Good evening. I am Toastmaster from the club called as NITK Beehive.
Welcome.
I
Welcome,
invited myself
Toastmasters.
into the club into today's meeting. I saw your meeting posted on the area group.
Okay.
I've been hearing a lot about you, so I thought
Yeah, you all.
let me also try and learn from you people.
Yes, we all learn from each other. Thank you for
Yes.
coming by.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy the meeting.
I was there when the gentleman Saurav
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
yeah, was awarded. I was the contest master day before yesterday, and
Oh,
I
great.
wish him all the luck. And I hope that the Gabbies win the district level and move forward also. Good luck to you, Mr. Saurav.
Thank you for your kind wishes. For the other
I'm
guests,
also a guest.
yes, Vidhi. Is that Vidhi?
Yes. Yes. Hi, Renu. Hi, everyone.
Hello, Vidhi.
So just a brief introduction about myself. So I was earlier a Toastmaster at the Mulund Toastmasters Club in Mumbai. And there I did in-person sessions, but I'm not able to take the time to do in-person sessions. So I decided to join an online Toastmasters, and I got referred to the Gabbies as being the best Toastmasters, online Toastmasters club in India. So I reached out to Saurav Datta, and he kindly allowed me to join today's session. So happy to be here.
Yes. We are also happy to have you here with us. Hope we
Thank you.
don't disappoint you, and hope to see you in Gabby soon. Yeah, we'll be sharing
Thank you.
a link to join our guest group, our Gabby's guest group. So you'll be able to apprise yourself of the upcoming meetings in that group. Thank you, Vidhi, for joining.
Thanks.
For the other guests who just because of paucity of time, I may not be able to reach out to each one of you. So you may please share your brief introduction in the chat. Okay. Now it's time to connect to the theme of our meeting today, for what we all have been waiting for. So Toastmasters, most of us face challenges. They are like emotional challenges. They overwhelm us. We get to lose focus. We have parenting struggles at home, or maybe relationship conflicts that we are facing. But they all are randomly happening, and they often stem from the way our brain is wired. This is what our educational speaker has to add. And further, he says this design actually can be decoded, and how? It can be used with the use of fingerprints, date of birth, and neural patterns. That's quite intriguing for me. So our educational speaker for today is a brain design expert. He's an NLP expert trainer and a Zen coach. He's also the co-founder of Align and Thrive, a platform where science meets soul. Wow. He helps people move from survival mode to true alignment. So let's join our hands to welcome our educational speaker for today, who will help us discover the diamond within us. He is none other than brain coach Sunny Nagpal. The virtual stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. I am super blessed already and feeling very inspired that our club has produced 15 stars and many more to come. Look forward to adding value, and thank you to Samita ma'am. She's the one who invited me yesterday. But great poster. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being sweet, kind, inspiring, and energetic. Why are we here? Why this topic? You should ask Samita. Because there's a diamond within and it is in your hands to decode the same. If Saurabh has won so many, events, competitions, medals at all levels, starting from club level to every level up to area or district, it's a big thing. But the secret is simple. It is there in his brain. If Smruti and Gauri, Muskan, Mamta also have won, the secret is simple. It started in mother's womb. What does this slide mean to you? Please type in the chat box. Love to hear from 26 people. Yes, I'm waiting. I've got the first answer, a happy yoke. Yes. Even if you're not there yet at district level or club level, or you're a beginner with ooh, ouch, some filler words, it is okay. Even if things feel not so great, choose to be happy. Because I just posted on Instagram, in Tamil they say Sandosham Yane Balam. Happiness is equal to elephant strength. And that is what we are going to discover today together. Okay, is life race or a picnic? This is an easy one. Please go ahead and type in the chat box. Life race or a picnic? We get all the answers. The girls want it to be picnic. The men usually, the left brainers, race. I want to win district level, at least club level. Yeah. The world champion. Both the answers are wrong. Reason. Left brain says race. I end up in ICU because there is stress. Picnic is leaning back, doing nothing, doing less. That's right brain. Men usually park their brain in left. They're always running. Darling, I love you, but I'm going to earn. I'm going to get the Mercedes for you. That's good. And the wife, I want to go to shopping. I'm busy. I want to go to that function, that party. Life is a journey. So let's celebrate together every moment. Like Gabby's or Toastmasters is a journey. And we all are on our way, putting in efforts and relaxing too. But it can be either or. How many of you want to be powerful inside and powerful outside and peaceful inside? Type yes in the chat box. I need 26 yeses. Yes, if your answer is yes, even if you don't type, this is the intention of the day. Once I stop talking, you should feel both. Choose to feel both. From invisible to invincible. I'm in the Toastmasters, I'm invisible. It's okay. It's a journey. So choose to stand up, show up, and speak up. This is told by the founders of Success Resources Singapore, one of the largest training seminar companies in the world. How many of you want this? RIP. When I die, you will all type RIP. But that is not possible if I don't do LIP. We have a brain. We need to train ourselves to discover peace within, so that we also win like DTM Saurabh Datta. Simple. That is his secret. The perfect masterclass, world-class evaluation and the speech comes from a place of peace. Let's jump in. Let's talk about some traits. Brain has these traits. Don't think of your spouse. Don't think of your mom and dad. Just focus here on your brain. How many of you think you're persistent? You may ask me, what is persistent? It's like Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. You hit him here, he said, hit me here also. That's persistent. That's fear. Also, I will not leave a person. Sensitive. Talaq, talaq, talaq. Divorce, divorce, divorce. Change 13 jobs in 3 years. And I'm not exaggerating. One is tolerant, the other is intolerant. Which trait is more in you? And as the picture shows, it's all about balance. Neither is good or bad. Which one is more in you? I have 6 such reflections. If you have your answers, give me a thumbs up. It's very important that you discover which behavior trait shows up more. Next, motivation or patience? Who wants to go for next table topics? Hand raise. Self-motivation. Yeah, I was about to raise my hand, but Saurabh Dattaji has already won district level now. I am only thinking. So motivation is impatience. They have put it politely. Motivation can win you medals. Very good trait. Patience is good for families to stay together. Patience is good for joint family system, but you don't find them these days. Both the traits play their role. Motivation is good to achieve the targets. Patience is good for customer care. Now you know your brain is a genie. From that comes the genius. So just be aware of your traits and use both. Don't be a fancy dress of just one trait. Both are equally important. Let's move to the next. Independent, cooperative. Okay, Gabby's club, let's work together. Cooperative. So you give me a task, I will take care of it. Independent. Husband says, "Tu aa rahi hai? Are you coming?" No. Okay, I'm going. No, you please come. Without you, I won't go. How many of you want that kind of an husband? Type yes in the chat box. Both the traits are important. Independent is going to achieve the targets faster alone. Cooperative is dependent. sometimes it is good to show I'm nothing without Gabby's. I'm thankful to Gabby's. I'm thankful to you. If this is balanced, you will have diamond within you. Yes, this is the secret of money and harmony. How many of you want both? And the world is struggling. Confidence and thoughtfulness. Confidence is marketing. Confidence is going and winning with your speeches. Thoughtfulness is, how can I say this to my mother-in-law? How can I say this to someone else? So no marketing is possible with thoughtfulness, but relationships are saved with thoughtfulness. Efficiency, friendliness. Muskan, did you finish the work? Efficiency. Muskan, let's do it together. I'm sure you will do it. So being friendly always helps as a leader. But as a manager, you need to be strict with your targets. Enthusiasm, accuracy. Today's party is from my side. Everybody contribute 100 rupees. Membership renewals, $70. Accuracy. You didn't pay 70-point tax. Enthusiasm, today's party is from my side. It's okay. So now these traits culminate as 4 personality types. Dominant, influencing, steady, and conscientious. Dominant, always wanting to win. Influencing, wanting everyone to win. And he also wins confidently, happily. Now you know, Saurabh Dattaji. Steady, waiting, and sacrificing. Conscientious, too much of perfection. And all the 4 are important. But the problem is, you can't stick to one role always. You can't play fancy dress always S. Choose all the 4. This is the secret. And these are the 4 diamonds within. So you don't have just one. You may be great at one, but choose to play all the 4. Choose to shine with all the 4. So in simple words, these are 4 P's. Power, praise, process, or peace. You are free to stay in one, but you actually get stuck in one. Think. Tony Robbins also says the same thing. King, queen, magician, warrior, or lover. One thing may be dominant. Choose to play all the 4 roles. What's the reflection? Think. What's in it for you? Which one is your favorite spot? Do you want to move from this frog, this worried, tensed, self-doubt, confusion state to the self-love state? Today I am aware of all the 4 diamonds and I choose to use, to wear all the 4, to display, to bring out all the 4 in my life. Thank you so much, and over to TMOD.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Please.
Thank you so much. Dear guests, if you have any questions for our speaker, you may unmute yourself now. If you want to discuss anything, you're on mute if you're saying something.
Yeah. If you don't have questions, I will ask you questions.
That's great. I think you should break the ice then. We should
yeah.
get
Renu
on
ma'am,
with
we'll start with you. What is your one key takeaway?
the balance, right? The efficiency as well as the accuracy. Yes, the one thing that strikes with me is to maintain that balance. At times we do
So
get
you are too accurate, too efficient.
Yeah, at times we try to be too accurate or too efficient, and thereby we lose that balance. So that is how it happens.
So you will start loving yourself more.
Yes,
You will start
I think
believing in yourself more.
right.
You will not talk about improvement always. Yes, we need to go a step higher in every speech, still give yourself enough credit
Right.
so that the fragrance of confidence, the fragrance of joy, the fragrance of that divine love comes out more beautifully, more joyously.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
Welcome. Who's next? I would love to hear from Saurabh Datta.
Sorry, sir.
You can give me tips so that I am the next person to go to the district level.
I don't know enough to tips, but yeah, I actually, I strongly believe what I said, that you have to keep on working on the basics. So I'll not give you tips. One thing that connected to what you are saying. So one of our team members, club members, is Chitrangana Singh. So she also was an area level contestant. So she's my mentee. So she asked me that, sort of, how should I prepare to give a winning speech? So I said, do you want to give a winning speech or you want to be a winning speaker? So she said, it's the same thing, right? I said, no, it's not the same thing, because the winning speech is a one-time performance. A winning speaker is a repeat performance. So you can practice a speech 1,500 times with a perfect pause, perfect this, perfect that, and you'll definitely win, probably. Hopefully you'll win. But then beyond that speech, you will be nothing. But when you're a winning speaker, then you learn how to speak, you work on your fundamentals. So no matter whatever the contest, you will still be able to do, kind of being like a diamond. No matter whatever the ring, it will still sparkle. So I think that's my way of looking at it.
And I love the master tip from you. Thank you.
The forum
So,
is open. We can have more questions now.
Sir, how can we learn this technique which you have explained?
that's Sanjay Jainji.
Yeah.
Yeah. This comes from our genes, mother's womb, the traits, the DISC, the MBTI, all the personality profiles all across the world. It comes from coding. And we keep running the same patterns. So I have told you in a very simple way, come on, play all the 4 roles. But go and check with your spouse. Is it easy? Go and check with your own self. Is it easy? Check with Renu ma'am. She boldly spoke about her trait. Is it easy? Answer is no. So we need to learn from a master. The genetics, the neuroplasticity, the nature and the nurture. So I did this with Dr. Kiran Bedi. She gave me the name Nature to Nurturance. So decode your nature, nurture your nature, and design your beautiful future. So we have programs where we help you decode. We have programs where we just don't decode, but take it to the alignment so that you live a life of abundance. Because today, as parents, as Renu ma'am introduced, parents are suffering. Teenagers are forced. We live in pressure. We don't even discover that diamond. We don't even discover the magic of steadiness. We don't discover the magic of being an owl, the process. Because every trait has its beauty. Persistence, sensitivity. Confidence, thoughtfulness. But we have put down thoughtfulness as a weakness. We have put down sensitivity as a weakness. Look at the wife who's getting beaten up for years together. She's suffering silently. Look at the child who's put into a science group, engineering 4 years, but she was a feeler. She was a heartful person. So we all come across these cases every day. So it's very important as a father, as a manager, as a leader, as a speaker, to know your brain design, to nurture it, and win like Saurabh Dattaji and others. And it is not that from the outside, all is sorted for the winners. No, there are some areas where we are running like a race, where we need to balance like a picnic, where we need to balance like a journey. If you were there in the first slide, I had asked a question: is life a race or a picnic?
How much time it will take for learning this skill, sir?
From this question, I understand you are a little process-oriented person. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you drop the how, you'll accelerate fast. When you stop doubting yourself, you'll accelerate fast in this. You'll start celebrating yourself. I want you to love yourself. And it depends on you. Because class is the same. There are 40 children. Same book, same syllabus, same teacher, same environment. We were all different now. So it is in your hands. Yes, 2% is what I'm talking. 98% is self-effort.
Thank you.
Welcome. More power to you.
More question from Kanchan Chaudhary.
Yeah, I have one question. So, Sunny sir, thank you so much for that wonderful speech. And what I understood from that, and the question that came kind of in my mind from the last question that was asked, is if something is in our nature and probably we feel that it's not a strong point, or the world feels it's not a strong point, so should we strengthen it or should we leave it if it's in our nature? Should we nurture it or should we leave it?
Very good question, very powerful. What is in your nature comes to you effortless. When I talk, I love talking. When I talk brain, I really love talking. That is why I'm happy. So it's good to nurture my nature. Don't change it for others. There are areas which are not so good in me. That is to be balanced. So I make money with my nature and I balance the not so strong area. And that is in everyone. So don't feel bad.
Okay.
And when you are saying others don't like it, Muskan doesn't like it, or Uttara ji doesn't like it, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You are doubting yourself. So don't doubt yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. So I see a red banner now. So I think it's
Yes.
good to go. You should continue with the meeting. And
Yes.
thank you so much, everyone. Thank you once again, Samita ji, for being an instrumental force and getting me here. Thank you, Renu ji.
Thank you so much for coming by, Toastmaster Sunny. And we really look forward to meeting you once again in our meetings. Thank you. Thank you for all your time. And now it's time to hand over the virtual stage to the Toastmaster of the day. She is none other than Toastmaster Muskan Rahman. She's a fresh BCA graduate and she's deeply inclined towards creativity and communication. She has, with her experience in Tollywood industry and a love for dancing and modeling, she brings a vibrant energy to everything that she does. She was recently recognized with the All-Rounder Academic Award by her college. Let's join our hands and with a big round of applause, let us welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Muskan Rahman.
Thank you so much for that brief introduction of my presiding officer. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. I think there is something missing. Why nobody wished me back? Okay, I'm giving everyone one more chance. Just hit that unmute button and wish me back. Okay, on the count of 1, 2, 3. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest.
Good evening.
Good evening, Muskan.
Good evening.
Bravo. Oh, this was much better. See, did you all notice something interesting? I didn't put you all on the gunpoint. Say wish me. But you all did. That's what makes this special. Not just, we don't do just what we asked to do. We naturally chose to do. And that brings me to today's theme, culture over rules. But today, that culture is more important than rules, or rules are more important than culture. And in the other hand, I can't say that too, because we have too many lawyers present in our cabbies. So that will be very difficult for me to say that no, culture is important, rules are not. So let's explore today. Okay? Together. So in our Gabbies, you must have watched that. Basically, me, I just run from taking up roles. And if you see, Toastmaster of Day is a huge responsibility to take. So, from my personal perspective, I just running away from this role. Day to day, everyone is telling me, someday Nancy ma'am telling me that Muskan, take this role. But I was just trying to escape this. But then I realized that Gabbies is something where we can try, we can learn, we can fail even at the same time. But it's safe. I still feel safe. Just like now, I asked you all to give me a response in good evening. That's a very slight and the simple thing. Yet it makes so much difference in the environment. The vibe that we call in Zenji version. That vibe, the positive vibe of Gabby's changed totally. So don't you think it's this same environment, this same culture is also essential in our corporate life? The balance of rules and culture is very required in corporate life too. In just imagine there is an office where everyone is stressed out about their okay, we have to focus on organ doing the work. And the other hand, there is a playful nature where we are focusing on work at the same time we are talking to each other. Isn't that make difference? Anyone who works in corporate can tell? Okay, let's moving on. I will talk about this later. So, for our guest, for the benefit of guests, I would like to explain the structure of today's meeting. In a regular Go Toastmaster meeting, we follow a structure format divided into 3 key sections. Prepare speech, where members deliver speeches based on their chosen pathways, projects. On the second one, table topic section, where everyone gets a voice, a moment to speak, and a chance to shine on the same topic. On the third section, evaluation section, where we get to hear our feedbacks, constructive feedback that help us grow as a communicator. The entire meeting today is being closely observed and monitored by our general evaluator, who will later present a comprehensive review of the proceeding. The general evaluator for today is Smruti, Toastmaster Smruti. Smriti is a certified soft skill trainer, mentorship specialist, training content creator, and seasoned B2B enterprise sales professional with over a decade of experience. Her career is marked by a commitment to fostering personal and professional growth through communication, leadership, and learning. Within Toastmaster, she had held multiple executive roles at the club level and has served at the district level as a club mentor, club coach, and as a distinguished area director. She has recently secured the first runner-up at District 92 Table Topic Contest for this program year 2025-26. She views every role as an opportunity to learn, lead, and lift others. Let's now hear from our general evaluator, Toastmaster Smriti, who will walk us through their role for today's meeting.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the evening. Greetings to one and all present in this particular meeting. We're hearing from Muskan what I can understand, culture and rules are equally important for a general evaluator too. Because the intent, the culture is to ensure there is harmony in this particular meeting, and there are definitely rules which I and my team will closely monitor and evaluate towards the end of the meeting. Well, the purpose of a general evaluator is to understand and to quietly absorb the nuances of the meeting. Towards the end of the meeting, the entire report will be presented. So please, each and every participant of the meeting, request you to present yourself, keep your best foot forward, and ensure that you are doing something different in this particular screen. Now, as I said, there are rules. So in order to follow that particular rule, we have a team in place, and at Gabby's, we call it a tell team. Starting with the timer of the meeting. Today, the role of the timer, we can see Toastmaster Renu has already started playing the role of a timer. So, may I request Toastmaster Renu, the Vice President Education of the Gabby's Online Advanced Toastmasters Club, to help us understand what exactly a timer do in a Toastmasters meeting. Toastmaster Renu, over to you.
Yes, everybody, I will be the timer for today. So as a timer, I will be timing each and every section of this meeting that I'm already doing it. And to continue further in this next section is the prepared speech session. There I'll be timing the prepared speeches. Today we have two 5 to 7 minute speeches. For at the tick of 5 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow, and at the 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red cards. That will be your cue to wind up your speech. That is the red card. Similarly, for the evaluation section also, I'll be showing these timer cards. The timer cards will be for, the evaluation section will be for 2 to 3 minutes. So each evaluator will be shown a green card at the end of 2 minutes. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, they'll be shown the yellow card, and at the end of 3 minutes, they'll be shown the red card. Okay, there's another important section in our meeting today, that is the table topics. And each table topic speaker will be allowed a 1 minute of time. So at the end of 1 minute, I'll be just displaying the red card. And I'll be coming back with the my observation during the meeting when the journal evaluator calls me again. Thank you. And back to you, journal evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Renu. That was our timer. Please keep a keen eye on this particular window and the changing color in the Zoom background. Moving forward, we have our language evaluator of the meeting. The role will be played by Toastmaster Siddharth Shah. Siddharth is from Bangalore. He works with leaders and teams to turn tension into conversations and bring hidden issues into the open. He is on a personal mission to live compassion and inclusion in every interaction. He believes the conversation we avoid are often the ones that matter the most. Well, indeed, that's a very thoughtful sentence. Over to you, Sid, to understand the language evaluator's role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smruti. I will be playing the role of language evaluator, and in this role, today I will be listening to not just what you say, but how you say it. The words you choose, the ones you repeat, and especially the ones you hide behind. The words we hide behind are our old friends, our filler words, the ums, the ahs, those little safety nets we reach for when our mind goes blank. Those are the first set of words I'll be noticing for each speaker. Then I'll be noticing crutch words like basically, actually, you know. Words that sometimes say more about our hesitation than our ideas. And then this means, almost as if we are trying to convince ourselves before we are trying to convince others. My intention is not to catch mistakes, but to notice where language limits us or reveals us, because I believe every word we use is a small act of leadership. Lastly, it's also my privilege to introduce the word of the day, keeping in mind the theme of day. The word of the day is ethos. I'll be putting it in the chat as well. It means guiding beliefs of a person, a group, or an organization. The way we can use that word is the company made environmental awareness part of its business ethos. Second example would be They are working to keep a democratic ethos alive in the community. So I encourage all the speakers to use the word of the day, ethos. I'll be presenting my observations back at the end of the meeting when called upon by General Evaluator. Back to you, General Evaluator Smruti.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siddharth. Moving ahead, let's understand the third role taker here in the TEL team, which is the listener. Today, the listener role will be played by Toastmaster Rahul Swami, a fitness enthusiast, a marketing analyst working at Sanofi Hyderabad with over 4 years of work experience. An ambitious, strategic thinker with a knack of learning new things. He has come back to the Gabbies to continue his public speaking journey. In his free time, he loves to work out, spend time with his pet and family. Toastmaster Rahul, help us understand the listener's role.
Thank you for the brief introduction, General Evaluator Smruti. Hello, everyone. I have one question for you. Have you ever noticed or do you like somebody who, when you are talking and is not able to just listen to you and is distracted? Nobody,
No.
right? So it's very important to listen to everyone whenever somebody is talking, as it's a sign of respect to other person, as well as you are able to form a good relationship. So this skill is really important, and that's what we are honing here at Toastmasters, the Gabbies. And today, as a listener, I will also be listening to uh, uh, you. I urge you to listen to this meeting very closely so that I can draft good questions for you and test your listening skills as well. Thank you. Over to you, General Van.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul. Well, the E of the TEL team stands for the speech evaluators, and along with the evaluators and this particular TEL team, we will come back towards the last leg of the meeting to present our report and share our observations. Till that time, please enjoy the meeting, and back to you, Toastmaster Muskan, Toastmaster of the evening.
So now it's time to move to the next exciting segment of our meeting, the prepared speeches. Today we have dynamic speeches lined up for you. Each speaker has crafted their speech with purpose and passion, aligned with their pathways journey. So sit back, listen closely, and get ready to get inspired. So our first speaker for today is Toastmaster Uttara Sharma. So how many of you know Sultan? I don't know. The fellow Toastmaster who have attended our last session definitely knows about it. So they know who is Uttara Sharma is. Moving on. She is born and raised in Navi Mumbai, now based in Bangalore. Uttara is a learning and development professional with over 25 years of experience across sales, training, and learning strategy and leadership facilitation. A motorcyclist and proud parent to a black Labrador, Sultan. She enjoys connecting with people, candies alike, loves Bollywood music, and is known for her resilience, honesty, and expressiveness and progressive outlook. Currently, she leads learning and knowledge for business operation at IBM. The Toastmaster Sanjay Jain, you will be evaluating Toastmaster Uttara Sharma. Toastmaster Sanjay Jain, are you present? Okay. This is level 1, project 2 of the visionary communication path titled Writing a Speech with Purpose. The purpose of this speech is to inspire audience to think and act, lead with thoughtfulness, and pay attention to the smaller details of the theme. Timer, please note the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Uttara Sharma, Toastmaster, the 6-foot connection. The 6-foot connection, Uttara Sharma. Over to you.
For some, this is just a 6-foot piece of nylon. For others, it's a tool of control. But for me, as the owner of a high-energy 35-kilogram black Labrador named Sultan, this leash is a telephone line. It is the primary way we communicate in a world full of distractions. Over the years, walking Sultan through the busy, rhythmic streets of Bangalore, has taught me more about leadership than any human connection, than any other corporate seminar that I have attended in my 25-year career. Today, I want to share 3 lessons from the leash that can help us all lead and connect with purpose. The first thing, any dog owner learns that tension travels both ways. If I am stressed or tight or hurried, that energy travels down the leash. Sultan feels it. He gets anxious and suddenly he starts pulling. In the corporate world, we do the same. When a leader is tight, stressed about deadlines, or micromanaging every move, that tension travels down the organization leash. Your team feels it. They stop exploring and they start pulling back or pushing against you. So, communication is not just about what you say, it is the slack you provide. Real leadership happens when the leash is loose, when there's enough trust for others to explore, knowing that you're still there when they head towards traffic. As a fitness enthusiast, I used to treat my walks like a workout. I wanted to hit my 14,000 steps. I wanted speed. I wanted efficiency. I would pull Sultan away from every lamppost because we had a goal to reach. But for a dog, a sniff is a story. It is how they read the news of the neighborhood. By rushing him, I was silencing his world. In a high velocity, results driven world, we often rush past the sniffs. We skip the small talks, we ignore the unsung moments, and we focus only on the destination. Sometimes, the most productive thing you can do is to stop, whether it's a team member or a loved one. Give them the space to sniff, to share their story, to process their environment, and to feel heard. The best rhythm isn't always a sprint. Sometimes it's just a pause. There's an old joke. Is the man walking the dog or is the dog walking the man? Most people think that the person holding the leash or the handle is in charge. But a walk actually is a partnership. So if Sultan sees a cat, he leads. If I see a car, I lead. It is a constant, rhythmic exchange of influence. Leadership is not a fixed position. It is a fluid role. A true leader knows when to be holding the handle and when to let the team member take the lead. It is about being connected enough to know who has the better scent of the situation. As I look back years of my professional growth, I realize that the most lapidary responses, those polished, enduring truths, are often found in the simplest of places. That is Sultan. He doesn't care about my job or my Brandon Hall Awards. All he cares about is the connection at the end of the leash. So my challenge to all of you today is look at that 6-foot connection in your life, your relationships, your teams, and your projects. Are you pulling too hard? Are you rushing past the stories? Or are you building a partnership that is based on trust? Remember, we aren't just walking through life. We're authoring a story together. Let's make sure it's a chapter worth reading and make it part of our leadership ethos. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
That was a very great speech, and I can truly understand how hard it is and how, at the same time, loving it is to have a dog. And now you gave me a FOMO of getting a dog now. It's okay, my mom will not allow. Okay, moving forward. So, For our second speaker for today is Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Very enthusiastic about learning new things to evolve himself, have an ardent passion for playing cricket and speaking in English, and strong belief in simplicity, integrity, and hard work. He has joined Toastmaster to develop speaking in English and communication skill. In addition, he always preferred to build good and strong relationships to enhance his human asset. Toastmaster Rashika Suneja, you will be evaluating Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Toastmaster Rashika Suneja, are you present and ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. This is a level 1 project 3 of the engaging humor part titled Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of this project is for the members to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. Timer, please note the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, 17th standard. 17th standard, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Over to you.
Suppose I'm a stranger to you. How many of you consider me educated in this outfit? No one. And now, in this one, yes, one. You are not raising your hand, but I'm sure you would go for this one. But the reality is, I'm the exact same Sunil Gupta in both. Same degree, same experience, same brain. It just shows we should never judge a book by its cover because the cover tells nothing about the content. Dear Toastmasters and guests, just before my MSc final year exams, I landed a job at SRF Limited in Bhiwadi, Rajasthan. I was on cloud 9. To finish my MSc, I managed to take the exams. On the final day, after the exam, I was at Kota railway station waiting for a train to Jaipur. From there, I had to catch a bus to Bhiwadi. The train arrived. As it was a second sitting day train, it was almost packed. But I battled my way to a corner seat. I felt smug, even like a lottery winner, the moment I spotted a girl in the window seat on the right side opposite me. It was like a divine blessing for me. As a newly born adult, I felt obligated to impress her. Then I thought of Satyendra, our group's love expert. Every group has one, right? His second rule for romance was to attract a girl. You must look like an intellectual. Read something in English. Oh shit. I have nothing in English to read. No newspaper, no magazine. What should I do now? Yeah, I have something in English. My organic chemistry textbook. I started reading it with the focus of a Nobel Prize winner, occasionally stealing a glance at her for inspiration. Oblivious to the world, I was juggling my studying with my attempts to look cool when a question rang out in my right ear. Bata, in which law do you study? Irritated, I turned my head. It was an old man who, who ruined my intellectual vibe. First, I examined him. He was wearing a shirt loose enough to double like a parachute and trousers that had gone out of style the day the British left. Undoubtedly, he was a low class, low educated local man who had celebrated nearly 50 holies in his life. Then I did mental calculation. 12 years of school plus 3 for BSc plus 2 for MSc. 17th standard, Uncle Ji. Now I waited for him to be dazzled, but 17th standard? You mean you are pursuing a post-graduation and MSc? Since you are reading this specific textbook, I assume your specialization is organic chemistry. Am I right, beta? Specialization? Organic chemistry? I was shocked. There was no blood left in my face. That was not a simple old man. He was a chemistry ninja. My cool persona evaporated faster than alcohol in an open flame. Yes, uncle. The disaster wasn't over yet. Then he launched the final missile. Beta, I'm a science teacher and she's my daughter. The words science teacher hit me harder than the words my daughter. My plan to look intellectual didn't just fail, it collapsed. I was very ashamed of myself. Then I sank into my seat and spent the next 2 hours staring at the floor. When we reached Jaipur, I bent down, touched his feet, and muttered, "Sorry." Before he could ask, "What for?" I bolted for the exit, like a man escaping a crime scene. Long story short, I judged that old man by his out of fashion clothes and assumed he was beneath my standard. But the universe played a prank on me. He turned out to be a teacher who reminded me that the most intelligent person in the room is often the one you fail to notice because of their clothes. Friends, never judge a book by its cover, and certainly never a person by their clothes. Because education doesn't always wear a suit. Sometimes brilliance is camouflage in faded outfit and a quiet smile. Lastly, in life, the most important standard is not the 12th, the 15th, or the 17th. The most important standard is your own humility. Back to Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, we all can relate to this fear of education, how it's pressurized someone when seeing someone else that they are doing great or something. That was a great take, Sunil Gupta. Okay, moving forward to our theme today. We heard about how culture and rules have to work together to maintain a stable, balanced situation. Let's not talk about it anymore. Let's do some quiz, some fun. Right? Just a minute. Host, please help me with the screen sharing. Can I get the screen sharing access, please? I think there's some technical issues. Let's move forward with our theme. So,
Muskan, you can try now, please.
okay, sure. Yes. All if to everyone it is visible, right? So there is a famous quote, culture is strategy in breakfast. Can anyone tell me who said this?
Peter Drucker.
Steve Jobs. Okay, that was first. Anyone else? Okay.
Peter Drucker.
I guess. Okay, I guess I have underestimated everyone. That was really quick. On the second thing, this was a tricky question. Can culture exist without rules? What do you take in this? Yes, no, sometimes maybe.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, sometimes. Can anyone give me a brief about how you can say it sometimes? Anyone? Okay. So, according to me and the environment that we have noticed, sometimes maybe culture overpower the rules. As I can take the example of Gabby's, where in Gabby's, if I ask you all to not clap in the whole meeting, that's not possible because in our culture, even if we don't want to clap, it's come from within. We clap when we hear or when we just try to understand what the speech just happened, what the speaker was trying to deliver. We still just clap for that person, encourage them. So that's culture. We can say sometimes rules doesn't need it for the culture. Okay, this one. Rule says be on time, but employees are late. What's the real issue? Anyone? Chaitra, I guess, raised her hand. Yes, Toastmaster Chaitra, you want to say something?
I want to say the clock is wrong.
Okay, so we will just keep this one for now, as I understand that everyone understands today's theme really well. So moving forward with our next section. Now it's time for the most exciting section, table topics, a segment designed to tickle your mind and challenge your spontaneity and polish your impromptu speaking skills. Micheal Joshuva, Toastmaster, is founder and CEO of Joe's Cybersecurity, and he is our Toastmaster, table topic master for today. So I will now hand over the stage to Toastmaster, table topic master of today, Micheal Joshuva. Let's give a big hand to table topic master, Micheal Joshuva. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Very good evening to everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, table topic session is the hard and most interesting session because it gives a chance for all of us to practice one of the most important life skills, that is thinking on our feet. And in Gabby's, the Toastmaster session is little different than the others. We have a mini debate style table topics where we call two speakers to participate. In that, one speaker will speak in favor of the topic, the other one is against it. So there will be given time of 60 seconds. After that, they will be muted. So let's begin with the right way. So I'll call the two speakers, and then as like I said, 60 seconds for one speaker. After that, it will get muted. Okay, so the first one, Elios, and then Chaitra. Okay,
Hello.
so hi. Okay, so for that, the first question I would say strong. So the theme we are looking for, I go with the theme. Since our theme is culture or rules, the question would be similar to that. The first topic is strong workplace culture is more important than strict rules. Strong workplace culture is more important than strict rules? Elias, your time starts now.
Okay. Welcome to our company, and you will enjoy so many benefits. And this is your first day. So let's get to know us. And yes, here is Mr. Bay. He is the head of the finance of department. And here it is, Mr. Charlie, the head of the human resources. And here we have a certain culture, which is we celebrate lunch every single day. So we invite you to have lunch together. And because we would like to embrace the teamwork for all of us, to have the ethos for the team, so we can make the company higher and better. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you, Elias. Thank you for the perception. And now the second speaker.
Michael, before you begin, could you please repeat what I'm supposed to do, because I got chopped.
Okay, so thing is, like I said the topic. You want the question to repeat?
I'm aware of the question.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
I'm aware of the topic. I want to know the question.
Okay, strong workplace culture is more important than strict rules. I just posted in the chat as well.
Speak against, Chaitra. You're supposed to speak against.
Yes.
I'm supposed to speak against. Okay.
Against, yes, yeah.
I would certainly say it's a combination, because think about it. Let's say that something about a dress code, where a culture says we still develop wearing a suit, might make you a proper person, wearing the right out rules, or if you do not wear that, you would be outcast. But as you say that wearing a suit is a culture, don't you think in itself it's a rule? There's a unwritten rule that still exists. Without the flesh, without the skeleton, there is no flesh that could be formed. That's how it is. Without rules, you cannot have a proper culture. It is embedded in there, right there, and maybe the skeleton is there.
Okay. Nice. Good point. Okay, so it's time over. Let's move for the next speakers. Next speakers, let's use.
Can I go next? There is a difficulty in raising my hand. I have logged in from my phone.
Ashwini.
I'm Ashwini. Yeah.
Okay. Ashwini is the first speaker. The next one is. Can I get any volunteers? Anand Ramachandra. Anand, are you ready for the second speaker?
You can take somebody else. Yeah.
Devishri.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, and the first speaker is Ashwini. Okay, your topic is schools should focus more on values and culture rather than strict discipline rules. I just paste a question over here. Schools should focus more on values and culture rather than strict discipline rules. Your time starts now, Ashwini.
I'm talking for, right?
Yes, you should talk favor.
Imagine this with me. When a kid is given birth, does the kid know how the things work? Or does the kid come with assumptions on this is how you have to respond to certain situation and this is how you react, this is how the people think. No, right? When we are all given birth, we were with zero thoughts, zero assumptions. Everything that we do right now, as I'm talking and as you are listening, it is all learned over time. And what is the foundation for that? It is the school, right? We have spent maximum of our life in school and made a lot of memories and also some not so good memories. So when you are spending so much time in the school, do you think we should learn value and culture rather than a strict discipline? I would strongly say yes. Values and culture can give you more exposure and deeper knowledge than discipline. Discipline can also.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So now,
Yes.
your name is Noor.
Davis.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Devishri, you can go ahead
Yes.
now.
I need
You
to
have to
speak
speak
about discipline,
against.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Against or supporting disciplines, right? Rather than culture focus more on values and school focus on more on values and culture rather than strict discipline rules. So I need to speak about
Against this.
disciplined rules rather than focus on culture.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay. See, schools we kids can learn, right, what is the moral values and the culture, how we need to grow up, right? Even though to make them best on values and culture, a strict discipline is required. So to achieve anything, if you're discipline doing consistently, then only we can get that even grow in our culture and values. So I believe discipline is first thing uh, to bring our culture.
Okay,
Mm.
thank you. Next, we'll go for the third topic. So for that, we need two speakers. Any volunteers?
Can I take up?
Okay, so we'll go for the role takers last. I'm just looking for the other people. Uh, Bindu Joseph.
Hello, Michael. Can I take up? It's
Okay.
Varun.
Okay. Yeah, Varun, please. You'll be the first speaker. Timer, can you spotlight Zoom moderator? Varun.
Varun is not on camera.
Varun, can you please come on camera?
Sure, just I'll.
Okay. Anyone else apart from that? Anand Ramachandra.
You can take the role takers if they are not there.
Okay, then if not, then I can go for it. Like Sanjay Jain will be the next speaker. Okay, speaker one, Varun. Okay. Next topic is families should focus more on shared values than strict rules. Families should focus on shared values than strict values. Okay, I just posted. Varun, you can go ahead in favor of that.
All right. So family should focus more on
shared values than
than
strict rules.
strict rules. All right. So speaking in the midst of my parents at this moment, I really do not know how they are going to react to this as and when I speak. But I really am of the prospect of family sharing shared values than having strict rules, because I'm fortunate enough to have my parents not contain me to a specific framework. I'm allowed to do things that I am wanting to do, but of course it should remain within a certain framework of not crossing the line. Now it might be here for some people, here for some people, but there needs to be a line somewhere. And the things that my parents follow would be the same thing that they would want me to follow ethically. And of course, that keeping that in mind, we should just carry forward with shared values rather than confining people to strict values and just coping them in.
Okay, thank you, Varun, for your perception. And now the speaker two.
Yeah, I mainly believe that both are important. The strict value also and shared. Mainly when we see some situation where the child is not obeying, there we have to have a strict values system. Then only the child will take care of himself, because at the younger age he will not be knowing what is right and what is wrong. He may go in the wrong path. So a strict value system is required to make him to come to a situation where he can grow himself and then take a decision. Then for example, if a student is of 10th standard and he do not know whether to read or to enjoy, and at that point if the parents do not take care of him and do not impose a strict value again to him, then he may lose the path and he may regret the whole life. So to have a strict value at that point of time, when he grows up and have achieved some.
Okay, thank you, Sanjay. Um, do we have a time for one more topic?
Yes, we can take one.
Okay, fine. So for that, I need a next speaker. Uttara Sharma is a first speaker in favor of the topic, and another one I need. Any volunteers?
Saurabh.
Saurav. Okay. Listener Rahul. Rahul, you want to go? Okay, fine. I'll pick Rahul then. Okay, so your next topic is a good leader builds culture instead of enforcing rules. A good leader builds culture instead of enforcing rules. I just post it for there. Okay. Uttara Sharma, your time starts now.
I think I just spoke about a lot of that in my prepared speech as well. We deal with diverse people. We don't deal with, I mean, people, human beings are creatures of emotion and not creatures of logic. And rules actually follow logic. If you look at how rules are created when you're creating a computer program, that is logic. But are human beings programmed that way? The answer is no. And therefore, a leader needs to look at how every single individual in his team, his or her team, manages to deal with specific situations and creates a culture of inclusivity, allowing them to be able to perform at their pace, of course, with certain guidelines, with certain goals in hand. But if you start putting strict rules, you're going to hold them back from sniffing the stories that they would gather and therefore not gain experience. Then they will only be following rules.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. And now, speaker to Rahul, we have to speak against this.
I don't think so that a leader should build a good culture. Instead,
yes.
Culture is also important, definitely, but there should be and there must be some rules in respect to your work. At least when you are working with your team, you should be able to, discuss and nowadays I will take an example of after COVID, what's happening around. We all we see that leaders after COVID are being more anxious because of the work from home policies. And many of times when we give work home policies, we are giving good culture, of course, to our employees, but it has drawbacks. Like we are not attentive in many of the meetings. That is one. Then second,
Okay, thank you, Rahul. Thanks for your perception. Okay, so uh, Zoom moderator, do we have time, or we can wind up?
Yes,
Renu?
we can wind up. We can wind up.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks everyone for now. You take all those topics, though it is harder to going for the favor and against it. Though it's harder for me to think about both at a time. So thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
I'll take the virtual stage now because of some unforeseen conditions at home. Muskan will not be able to continue. Thank you, Toastmaster Michael, for that engaging table topic session. And now I would hand over the virtual stage to our general evaluator of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Renu. I'm here.
Yes, thank you. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. Well, as promised, we are back and now we will share our observation with respect to the meeting, and it starts with the speech evaluation. The first speaker will be evaluated by our first evaluator, Toastmaster Sanjay Jain. A quick reminder, evaluators, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. Please present your evaluation speech within the defined timeline. The timer will change the timer card in her background. Well, Toastmaster Sanjay is a chartered accountant by profession and a passionate communicator by choice. While he works with numbers during the day, his true dream goes far beyond balance sheet. He aspired to become an effective communicator who can impact the lives of millions worldwide. He believes that words have the power to inspire action, transform thinkings, and create lasting change. Over to you, Toastmaster Sanjay, for your evaluation speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening. It is my pleasure to evaluate Toastmaster Uttara Sharma's speech titled The 6-Foot Connection. Uttara, your speech had a clear purpose to show how leadership is about connections, not control. I particularly appreciate your central metaphor of 6-foot connections, which beautifully reflects the ideas of maintaining balance between guiding and giving space. Your use of storytelling stood out. The example of 14,000 steps and other pulling each other was a powerful illustrations. It made your message relatable and visually to audience who were looking at the speech. The line that the leadership is not a fixed position but depends on who has a better view at that moment was insightful and memorable. Your delivery was confident and composed. You appeared comfortable on the stage, and your natural style made it easy for the audience to connect with you. The message about sometimes pulling, sometimes pausing was well communicated and meaningful. The suggestion what I would like to give is you ended up your speech very fast. 5 minutes minimum you should have spoken. I think you are not touched that time. If I'm wrong, timer,
No,
can you?
she was able to reach the minimum time, 4 minutes 30 seconds. Yes,
Okay, 5 minutes is minimum time, I think so. Overall, I liked your speech, and it was well communicated. It was well structured. The purpose of uh, uh, this project was well met. Only time was an issue that you could have taken 30 seconds more to be spoken, so that you could have completed your project on time. Yeah. Thank you, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjay, for sharing your thoughts about Toastmaster Uttara's speech. A few notes from my end. Sanjay, good part is that quite confidently you highlighted in which particular aspect you really liked about Uttara's speech. Okay, here exactly you felt inspired. I would like to suggest one thing here, though the speech is L1P2, which is with a purpose, the speaker delivers a speech. So the speaker clearly defines the purpose for themselves. Okay, so you can read that particular purpose while delivering your evaluation speech. Here Uttara's intent was quite clear, that she wants to inspire the audience and also want them to pay close attention to those smaller details in team. Correct? So how did she meet her project objective? We said that she met her project objective, but what were the factors which enforced you to think that she met? What was the fine detail she mentioned? That will help to give her a direction. Okay, this worked well. And time is a factor, but apart from that, if there is something else which you feel is really she need to work upon, you can emphasize an example. Emphasis is what we need to maintain here, Tosma Sanjay. Rest you had a clarity. Hope it benefited Uttara in a good way. Thank you so much. Can we please hear it for Toastmaster Sanjay? Toastmaster Uttara, I was completely glued and hooked the moment you were explaining about Sultan. I was thinking about my fur baby, 52 pounds breed. Best part about was the words and the way you played with your sentences. I was just making a note. Every sniff is it was a very beautiful sentence. I made a note of it. Maybe I'll keep it in and use it in my next speech. I loved the use and formation of sentence. What I as a speaker missed, I felt as if I'm listening to too many thoughts and preaching here. This is like a parallel difference which you're demonstrating. Like, this is with my pet, which I learned. This is what leaders do or they don't do. How about bringing Uttara there? Was there one particular instance where you were dragging Sultan and he decided to pause there and go in a different direction? Give me one instance, a very clear instance that will help me bring a connectivity there with Uttara and the story. So it will not be only a preachy one, but something which is can be acted upon, and I as an audience can see that she really went through it and she's telling me to act upon it, so it will give me more credibility. But kudos on delivering a very inspiring speech. I was inspired, so you definitely met your project objective. Can we please hear it for Toastmaster Uttara here? Let's quickly move ahead with our second set of speaker and evaluator. The second speech evaluator is Toastmaster Rashika. For you, Toastmaster Rashika has been a Toastmaster for more than 2 years, served as in club executive roles at the Noida Expressway Toastmasters Club. She holds postgraduate degree in English and psychology and currently works as a career coach. She is the founder of an initiative rooted in compassion aimed at creating a safe, healing space for individuals on their mental and spiritual wellness journey. Well, Toastmaster Rashika, over to you for your evaluation speech.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Education doesn't always wear a suit, and as speaker, Toastmaster Sunil proved that beautifully. That creative visual hook, the way he started his speech when he removed the shawl and shifted from a village man to a countryman wearing a business professional. In that moment, the message became even clearer without even the words. I really appreciate the way he hit the crucial point, the biasness that we humans create when we consider our appearance as education. When we match education with our appearance, the way when he mentioned the statement, now when I have shifted from this appearance to this, I'm still exactly the same Sunil Gupta. It was very powerful and thought-provoking as well. Kudos to you, Toastmaster. I really love the transition from this opening towards the body when he shared his personal story. It was quite smooth and relatable, especially when he mentioned about he shared the example while searching for English material deliberately just to prove that I am an educated person to the girl sitting in front of him. The punch of humor worked very well with this speech, especially the organic chemistry book moment. Also, the visual humor when he leaned towards the back to show hopelessness. Without words, just gesture, humor worked very well. Clever move, smart move, wisely done. The vocal variety that he used when he role played, he tried to use his uncle's voice, and that turned out very well. Understand that this is some other character here. Also, the way his open gestures were coming throughout the speech is very well commended. I would say the speech objectives have been met to quite an extent. With so many strong elements, I just felt there were a few moments where he could have played with his voice more. For example, when he was trying to search for an English document to read English, maybe he could have done, what should I read? Newspaper, magazine, book? No, I don't. I have nothing. I have organic chemistry. So maybe raising a voice at one moment to show excitement, confusion, and lowering down when you have finally found the solution. That would have helped. There were pauses. However, I would suggest taking a pause after a humorous punchline and making a steady eye contact with the audience can take your audience, can pull your audience towards you for a longer time. Overall, it was a very good speech, completely met the objectives, good hand gestures, and a clear structure. Just try to play with your voice more, and definitely you are an educated, we all are educated. Keep educating us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rashika. That felt like a very well structured evaluation speech. So, kudos on delivering the same. You had all the points, you explained the whys and the hows as well. So, that's a very good demonstration of an evaluation speech. One thing which we can put a refinement to our speech is rather than forming our sentence, what he did and what he can do, you can directly talk to Sunil here, to the speaker here, that hey Sunil, what we can do, or what you can try or challenge yourself. So rather than addressing Sunil as he, you can definitely talk to Sunil directly here. So that will help for the speaker even to understand you better, that oh, she's talking to me, so these suggestions are for me. So good in demonstrating well, and I see a bright future here. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashika. Can we please hear it for her? Toastmaster Sunil, very doing justice to your path, engaging humor, you brought a speech on similar line. If I can just add one small note here with respect to the intonation part, wherein the rise and fall, the melody which you brought in your speech, it worked well in the opening part and also towards the transition till the middle. But after that, I felt certain intonation was not called for. My apology that I was also busy with your speech. I missed writing the exact particular part, but there were certain intonation which was not called for. We can tone down a bit because it was distracting the audience a bit. Me as an audience, what I'm trying to say. So we can only work on the intonation part. Rest, the message was clear and it a very good structure delivered speech. Thank you so much for presenting your speech. Can we please hear it for all our speakers and the evaluators once again? Now let's move to the report part and the other role takers of the TEL team, where they will help us to understand how did we perform with respect to the rules of the meeting, starting with the timer. Toastmaster Renu, may I request you to please present your timer report. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. For today's meeting, both the prepared speakers were qualified. I would just like to highlight over here, Toastmaster Uttara took around 4 minutes 50 seconds. And just like we give a grace period on the lower end, 30-second grace period towards the lower end, as well as on the upper end. So that suggests that 4 minutes 30 seconds to 7 minutes 30 seconds is the qualified time of her speech. And Toastmaster Sunil took 7 minutes 10 seconds. So both the speakers have qualified for the polls. And I would congratulate both the evaluators also to have completed their evaluation well within the time limit. That was Toastmaster Sanjay took 1 minute 53 seconds, while Toastmaster Rashika took 3 minutes 22 seconds. Congratulations, everybody, to be on time. There are no disqualifications. I'll post the report in the chat.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Renu, and thank you so much for Wearing multiple hats today for taking each and every role whenever someone is dropping down. Thank you for highlighting the aspect that what are the grace period in both sides. My only advice is to highlight this aspect while you are introducing your timer as a timer role, so that people will be there, be the evaluator or the guest. They will know that, okay, what exactly is this grace period. And when we say they're qualified for what? I mean, is there some kind of competition which is happening, or it is related to the contest or the voting? A clarity will help the people to understand better. But thank you so much for demonstrating verbally your report. Can you please hear it for our timer today, Toastmaster Renu Kaushal? Moving ahead, may I request our language evaluator, Toastmaster Siddharth, to please help us with his report. Over to you, Sid.
Thank you, General Evaluator. We had some amazing use of language today and also some learnings. My biggest learning when I picked up this role was I found out there are 49 rhetorical devices that are listed in our Excel sheet. So I encourage everyone to take up this role and learn about them. I have noted some of them and I'm focusing on patterns of usage today. So let me start with the good use of rhetorical devices. A lot of metaphors, some like you will be like diamond, no matter what the ring, you will always sparkle. Then the lease is like a telephone line, tension travels both ways. Lease is lose, walks like workouts, sniff is a story. Then focus of Nobel Prize winner, question ring in my right ear, launch the final missile, and many more. I request and encourage everyone to go through the detailed report to kind of learn more from these. Some of the areas of improvement from which we all can learn is being mindful of the last word of the sentence, because many times when speaker spoke, the last word would kind of get lost in the intonation. Then or especially the last syllable would get lost in the intonation and the impact would get missed. Then many adjectives were prefixed by words like very, real, which would be distracting and would dilute the use of adjective. The word of the day was used by two speakers during the speech. I encourage all of us to use the word of the day more consciously during our meetings. That's it from my end. I present back the mic to the general evaluator. Back to you, Smruti.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siddharth, for keeping it crisp, honoring the time of the meeting. Well, before I share my thoughts, can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Siddharth Shah, because he is taking the language evaluator role for the very first time. So, as a first timer, it is a very fantastic job which you have done. Trust me, it's a quite challenging job. I'm talking from my personal experience. You have to make a note of everything, and especially at Gabby's meeting, audience, they really give you speakers, they give you so many pointers, so many sentences. So you have to just make a note of everything, and you feel like, okay, give me a break. I need to enjoy the meeting. But kudos on doing a very profound job here. And thank you so much, Siddharth, for presenting the report verbally in a very crisp manner. Since it's your first time role, so I can give you one advice. It is also a language evaluator's responsibility to ensure, not to ensure, at least to try, what can I do so that people will make the best use of the word which I have given them. So what I have to do, I have to create the visibility. So as a language evaluator, I'll post it in chat. I'll give them a reminder. Or maybe I'll pick a sentence from the speaker's speech. I will use the word ethos and put it on chat as an example. So I'll keep on encouraging the speakers that, hey, you still got time. You can still use it even though we are ending the meeting. So that's the engagement which we can try in your next particular meeting. But thank you so much for presenting one of the very fine report in a crisp manner within the set time. Again, can you please hear it for Toastmaster Siddharth Shah? Moving ahead with the next role taker, may I request quickly Toastmaster Rahul to present, or rather to execute his listener's role. Over to you, Toastmaster Rahul.
Sure. time to examine everyone's listening skills. So my first question is, according to brain coach Sunny, what is the one thing which can save relationships? He said this in his speech, like when he was explaining that relationships are saved with dash. Nobody? So I'll explain. It's thoughtfulness which saves relationships. Then my second question is, what's the name of the lover expert of TM Sunil Gupta? And also, what was his recommendation? What was his advice which he gave him to impress his, uh, like the person who was sitting in the train?
To
Okay.
read something in English was the advice, and the name
Yeah.
starts with S.
Right. Exactly. So it was Satinder, and he gave advice to read something in English to impress the girl. Then, where is the like? What's the weight of uh, Sultan in according to TM Uttara in her speech? Anybody?
35 kgs.
Correct. Congrats. And then, how many steps as a fitness influencer does TM's
14,000.
Uttara? Yes.
14,000.
Sorry, can you come back?
14,000 steps.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Then, where is the guest Kanchan Chaudhary from? Like, from where does she belong?
Pune.
No. I heard
Renu said it's Noida.
Noida. Right. Exactly. Congratulations. I think most of you were listening properly, and congrats on that. Awesome job. Thank you. Back to you, General Manager.
Well, thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul. Well, those questions, in order to answer them, attentiveness is very important. So you have picked the questions quite finely. So thank you so much. Can we please hear it for our listener? Now let's quickly understand how did the meeting go with respect to every aspect. In between segments, we were here and there. We extended few segments, we stretched few, we tried to make few segments crisp, but having said that, we are still there, good with the time. So I'll try to wrap up this segment quite quickly, starting with the role takers. Our sergeant at arms role played by Toastmaster Mamta Jain, right on time. The way you need to greet people, you need to ensure the rules are clear. One thing which I really liked about Mamta, you had a very clarity in your pronunciation, and you were taking mindful pauses that, okay, here I need to pause so the audience will understand what I'm speaking. Because now I'm taking my example, I have a tendency of a very fast pace of or maybe a rhythm of speaking. I felt really jealous when you had that calmness in your voice and you were taking mindful pauses. So thank you so much for presenting, very beautiful job done. Can you please hear it for our Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Mamta Jain? Moving forward, lady who was wearing multiple hats today, Toastmaster Renu Kaushal, who was our presiding officer for today. She also played the role of the timer. She was also there as the TMOD. So thank you so much, Renu. That's the true spirit of any club, any Toastmaster club. When you pitch in, and if needed, you take that role. And you did not only take the roles, you did justice to the same by ensuring no segment is getting affected. So kudos on delivering the same. In the PO segment, you did address everything. You ensure that we are highlighting what are the achievements of the club, reminding you were taking every particular segment which was needed. Yes, it was a stretched one, maybe because we had announcements and we have many guests in place. what if we can plan something and trim the segment, because the PO segment, it started from the PO segment and then it had that domino effect later. So we can trim the segment and restrict the interaction maybe. But yeah, no hard and fast rule, but still if we can try something there. Moving ahead in her absentia, but can we have a huge round of applause for our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Muskan, because she took the role for the very first time, the TMOD role. And I hope you all will agree, the energy she brought to the meeting with the passions she started, the topic she picked was very beautiful. It shows that she did her homework well, she came prepared, and she tried to ensure that she's delivering well in her particular segment. So, Toastmaster Renu, just please share our regards. And I have certain personal evaluations and certain points which I'll definitely share with her directly. Okay, moving ahead, we had our table topic master role played by Toastmaster Micheal. I don't see him in the meeting, but a well executed role again. In at Gabby's there is a different way of presenting it. We have a 1 minute debate. If I can suggest something for Toastmaster Micheal, or maybe for the VP education here, to advise the TTM to give a clarity well in advance, in case it was quite visible today that people are unable to understand that, hey, I have to speak for, and the second speaker will speak against it. There were guests also and people who are not at all Toastmasters. So if we can clearly reiterate that you have to speak for and you have to speak against, that is important. Second is timely acknowledgement. Once the speaker has done with their speaking, then what? I mean, somewhere we are saying thank you, somewhere we missed. And other than thank you, what was our learning after we listened to both the speakers? Either we can summarize after one debate or after the entire speech, that okay, this was the message which I received, or as an audience we received. Having said that, very mindful choice of the topic, actual debate topics in line with the theme. So can we please hear it for Toastmaster Micheal, for our table topic master for this particular evening? Overall, we did a very good job. The documentation part is right on spot. We had everything. I had access to everything. The timely changes, everything was kept in place. People, role takers, they were showing up on time. Execution was really smooth. Overall, in a nutshell, I had pleasure being a general evaluator after a break. So thank you so much for having me in this particular meeting. On that note, I give the stage back to our TMOD slash presiding officer, Toastmaster Renu. Over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Smruti. It was a pleasure having you on the meeting after such a long time. And yes, you brought in some great points, and I will try and communicate both to the TTM and the T-board. And yes, my apologies to our listener, Rahul Swami. I wasn't listening very keenly to you today because, as our general evaluator highlighted, I was juggling with many roles. But I did enjoy your questions. Thank you so much for that. And now it's time to launch the polls. So let's begin with the first poll, that is for the table topic speakers. In the meantime, I would like to invite Richa. I see, Richa, you have been in the meeting throughout. Would you like to share your experience, how you liked our meeting? Okay. Can we have Rashika? Rashika, can you please help? Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah. Would you like to share, give us some feedback, how you liked our meeting today?
Thank you very much for inviting. It's always a pleasure to join Gabby's meetings. I know it's an advanced Toastmaster club, and I am not from an advanced Toastmaster club. Like structure is little different. What I feel here is it's quite, I would say, fast. For example, as an evaluator, I won't get much time to prepare my evaluation because there are many things lined up. I don't want to miss on those also, and don't want to do justice with my pointers as well. So it's really helping me think fast and pull up my socks whenever I join here. So yes, thank you.
Okay, that's a good point. I would totally agree to it. While you are doing your role, it becomes really a struggle to keep your interest out of the other segments of the meeting. Thank you, Rashika. Ilyas, can we have your feedback for us?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh yeah. Can you see me now?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, good, thank you. Yes, it's been a while and it's always be good to be back here in Gabby's. And yes, as usual, Gabby's executed the wonderful meeting. And I really like the concept of the new double topic. It's quite new for me and to enjoy it. The very short one, like 60 seconds. Wow. I need to think fast because mostly I use double topic time to the fullest. But now I need to make it short and crisp. And yes, good job, teams. And I really like how you dress up there, Sunil. Good job. Thank you, Renu.
Thank you, Ilyas, for those kind words. I see you always do justice to the table topics that you attempt. So I always enjoy listening to your table topics attempt. Thank you for coming by every time. You are more like a family now for us. Okay, next I would like to invite Devashri. Devashri, are you there? Devashri, are you there?
Yeah, yeah,
Would you like to share some feedback how you liked our meeting?
yeah. Actually, it was nice, and it totally new to me. I enjoyed it, and a bit difficult to follow also, but it was. I believe it will be very good for learning for me. Yeah,
Yes.
as well as yeah. Thanks.
So I would insist, like you urge you to come back again
Mm,
and
yeah.
join our Saturday meeting that happens
Yes.
on Saturday at
Mhm.
10 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for coming by. So now we are almost through with our polls also. And if there is anybody in the room who would like to share their feedback, even the club members can do so. Anybody has any feedback for us, or how did they like the experience today? Yes, Rahul. Rahul, can you share something? I can see you on my screen.
Yeah, as always, the meeting is fantastic with so many new things to learn. And in Gabby's, I see always really good speakers. And I remember first time when I joined and I saw TM Sunil Gupta hosting the meeting as a TMOD. And from that time, I think he has also improved quite a lot. So I see many people have improved a lot from the meetings, and that's an evidence that we can definitely improve so much. And I'm looking forward for learning from more and more meetings like this.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I totally agree with you. We all are growing day by day, meeting by meeting, we are growing. And yes, Sunil is my inspiration too. I have learned so much about the body language and the ease with which he is able to uh, bring humor in his speeches. That's amazing, amazing. So I always look forward to Sunil's speeches. So now it's time to announce the results of the polls. So to begin with, the prepared speaker, who is the favorite speaker today? The favorite prepared speaker is, I don't see her here. She is Toastmaster Uttara Sharma. Uttara, I think she's already left. Now it's time for the favorite evaluator for the speech. Any guesses for a favorite evaluator? It is Toastmaster Rashika Suneja. Thank you, Rashika, for joining us and yes, giving us such insights for the speaker also. Next is the favorite role taker. Yes, thank you for coming on the camera, Rashika. Would like to take a screenshot of the pictures of everybody. Who is the favorite role taker for today? None other than the
General
journal
evaluator.
evaluator for yes. But I think we have already missed her. She's already left. And next comes the favorite auxiliary role taker. That is none other than the language evaluator for today, Toastmaster Siddharth Shah. Great. And last but not the least, we will have the favorite table topic speaker. I don't, yes, thank you, Priti, for coming by for that picture. The favorite table topic speaker is Uttara Sharma and Rahul Swami. Congratulations to all the winners, and we look forward to you meeting in this meeting room more and more again. Thank you. And with that, I come to the end of this meeting. I bring the meeting number 36 to an end. Thank you. Hope to see you on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. on the new meeting. Thank you.